What's a good warm-up? What's going on, guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. It is the next day and we are training back today. We're back again with Jeremy. I am feeling pretty sore from yesterday, but my calves are feeling it the most. It hurts to walk every single step. Sucks, but I guess that means I have good calf activation, I guess, or it just means I need to train calves more so they don't hurt as much. But anyways, we're doing back and rear delts today, so one of my favorites.
Back and upper back.
Okay, back and upper back.
Yeah, upper back, lats, the whole lot.
Yeah, I'm excited for today's session.
We'll start with a single arm cable row.
Yeah.
Because they don't have a cable row machine, we're just gonna have to do it kneeling, which is a good alternative if your gym doesn't have it. So I wanna talk a little bit about anatomy, all right? So turn around.
Okay, do you want me to just take my jumper off?
Yeah, take your jumper off, sorry. All right, seat, so turn around. So you got your back muscles, yeah? Turn around. Okay, she's showing off a crazy ass
No,
pump.
I'm still...
Pump. All right, so you got your lat muscles. The muscle fibers come down into the back insertion right here, and they kind of wave in like that. So when people think back, they think lat pull downs and stuff are great for back, but it's great for your upper back, not your lats. Lats, you want to do more rows. In this movement, right, you got your teres major. Nicole's very lean, and she's got the muscle density as well. So teres major is here, her rear delts are here, her traps are here, and her rhomboids sit inside. So Nicole has a great upper back, but we need to build on that actual lats here. See, the lats are good, but it could be a little bit better.
Can be better, can be
better. It's not that she doesn't know how to activate it, it's more about taking that movement through the full range of motion that will help optimize her lat growth. It's not just about, like, she has great muscle connection. Nicole can tense her lat, like, turn around, show a lat spread. She knows how lat spread, so she knows how to tense her lats. So we just need to now optimize it and take it to that next level. Because there's crazy rear delts. All right, so kneeling one, you want to put your left leg forward in this motion. You want to lock your rib cage down through that stretch, and then come into a supine row like that. So you see, when I pull too far back, this is going to work a lot more of the upper back muscles, traps, rear delts. So you don't want to be driving it too far like back here, full range of motion. To keep your lats on, you have to keep your lats inserted right there, and that's all lats right there. You want to stop right there where you really feel your lats. Any further than that, and you're using your biceps, using your rear delts, which is what you don't want. And you want to kind of supine the grip a little bit, so you want to twist it slightly down, reverse grip. Reverse grip it, yeah.
Okay.
There. You see, like, pull it all the way back now? I just want to give an example. Just pull it all, like further, all the way back, like all the way back. You see how when she does that, all of these muscles start to contract. That's what we don't want. So,
yes.
Stretch it out. Yeah, do it normally. That's grip. Boom. You want to internally rotate, bring the elbows closer to your sides a little bit more if you can. Try to think about contracting all the way down into your back. You feel that?
Yeah.
Yeah, and good. To stretch out a little bit more, good. But you don't want to overextend at the top as well and really roll your shoulder forward. Because that's not going to...
You want me to or no?
No, you don't need to. A lot of times people will like go that full length of range of motion, thinking that they're getting more of a stretch, but actually you lose a lot more tension in your lats. Good. To optimize lats as well, a great way whenever you're training back is to make sure you pull through your pinky and not through your whole entire hand, because you tend to grip it a lot more and start to use a lot more forearms in the actual movement. Think about driving that weight down into your sides.
I feel it right till there, yeah.
The reason why, if you, let's say, for example, start to, like a lat pull down, you pull your arms out too wide, you start to hit more of the upper back range. So like doing this motion or even going abducting your arms too much and pulling it back will hit more rear delts. Like, you see the movement, like just go back like this. So when you go into a row, yeah, do a row, into your sides, good. So you feel your lats. But then let's say now we try to pull outwards more. See how, like, when she does that, all rear delts. Nicole has great rear delts and traps. So if you pull back too far, you start to hit all those muscles. That's why you want to keep your elbows tucked in to your sides as you do this motion and stop right there. Any further, and you go like that. You see that? Oh, sorry. She pulls back, and it's all that trap activation, upper back movement is what we're not trying to target. So that's in a very small movement.
There's 20 reps for this one.
Yeah.
2 sets, right?
I think so, yeah. Another thing we also see pretty often, especially, is that hyperextension of the thoracic, where you're pulling it all back like this. You see, we'll stand up tall like this, and then they pull in the back. This does not optimize your lat contraction. So you want to make sure you lock your rib cage down, and you're almost like in a straight position, tensing your abs, and then pulling it back, not like this. Tense your abs, your body out back, good. Pull through your pinky, yeah, good, and roots, yeah. This one's more of a high rep range, just to kind of get that activation. What Nicole's really good at is actually the mind-muscle connection in this movement. She's letting go with the lats as well as contracting with the lats. A lot of times people lose tension when they let go, and that's what you never want. In most exercises, it's always better to let go with the muscle you're trying to target, as compared to just letting go. You want to like let go with your lats and then contract with your lats. So you keep that constant tension. Good. Good little bodybuilder thing as well. Lat spread for me. And hold it onto your sides and boom. Turn around the other way so you don't see it. Pull open and hold and squeeze. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. That's a more advanced technique, the static holds. Yeah, if you know how to do it, it's very good to do it after some lat work because it helps to build that mind-muscle connection. But if you don't know how to do it, check out YouTube.
Hire a opposing coach or something.
Hire a opposing coach. How'd that feel?
Yeah, really good.
Yeah, very good. Yeah. So make sure you do
Pumps.
slightly rotate and
Yeah, so twist more.
yeah, because the idea is when you tense your lats, right? It's like tense your lats. Put your arms out in front of me. Tense your lats. Okay, you can feel that. Now rotate your hands in. You feel that? You can tense it a bit more harder.
Yeah.
You tense it a bit more harder. So that's the reason why you have to, that internal rotation and that adduction of your arms in helps to tense your lats a little bit more.
Yeah.
And then from that position, let's say you lift your arms up in front of you as high as you can while keeping your lats on. So that's the highest you can go. Okay, now start to do it overhand. Do you feel lats lose tension?
Yeah, it's a bit like that.
Correct. So that side, the supine hands will help you target your lats a little bit more. And as you go overhand, you lose tension in your lats. Like it's harder to tense. That's why when you do like wide grip lat pull downs and stuff, people think, oh, it's going to build your lats, but it doesn't.
Yeah.
It's that protraction, retraction of all the muscles that you're actually building your upper back, and which you have a grade of. And your lats are good as well. We just need to build on that now. Because it really does amazing.
Just need to level up a little.
Level up a little bit more, you know?
Doing this really hurts my legs. My legs are so sore.
Legs are still sore. Quad sore?
It was when I woke up, but it's
Like
fine.
the number one thing another thing we also see pretty common, I should say we always see this very common. A lot of people when they're training back is that they struggle with forearm. Their forearms has to, like you see in this position and this tempo and the amount of reps, there's a lot of grip strength involved. If you're new to training, you're gonna feel it in your forearms no matter what you do because you're not gonna know how to tense your lats as well as Nicole does. And so therefore that first initial movement when you grab the cable, you think automatically grip the cable. And then that's where a lot of times you'll be like, oh shit, my forearms are hurting, I don't feel it in my back muscles because you haven't developed that good mind muscle connection to initiate with your back muscles first. Obviously Nicole has great activation, so she knows how to initiate with her muscles, her back muscles to actually lift the weight.
this high rep shit for ages.
Now lat spread. Open, 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 big. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good.
This looks gonna cramp up.
How do I feel? How do I feel?
Yeah, it's pumped.
That rotation there, so we hit your lats. Like most people, like most of my bodybuilding guys will probably can feel this. If it tends to lats, you can feel it. But as you lift your arms up, you go into a lat pull down, and you go into an overhand grip, it's so much more harder to tense your lats there.
So now we're starting the real stuff, where we're going for that same 2 top set, 2 back off set kind of situation.
She's ready to go.
We'll just start and see. I'll just do a bunch of feeler sets. You can check my form in the feeler set.
Can you duck your elbows out a little bit more? Yes, better. Boom. Protract, protract, retract. Good. The idea of like, when you're doing this movement, you don't want to lean backwards too much or lean forwards too much. This movement, like when you lean backwards or arch too much, you actually shorten the range in which you want to retract the shoulder blades. So in this movement, right, like let's say if I really arch my back, I'm stopping here. But if I lock my rib cage down into it, I can drive my elbows further back. So you see that retraction phase is where you get the best growth in your upper back. And you want to make sure you protract to the top as well and then retract.
I think this will be a good weight for 8.
Good weight? Yeah, I find when people rock too much, I feel like they use too much momentum, and that's what we don't want to kind of do. Like using that, your weight to actually pull the weight down. Tops, the momentum comes into play, I feel like more towards a higher RP or when you've progressed over a couple of weeks. At the beginning, it's all just about activation. It's all about that intensity, that keeping that tension in there the whole way through. See, this is the perfect idea. She protracts, opens up, and then retracts. Locks the rib cage down. She's not leaning too much into it, which is perfect. Let's go, come on. There we go. Let's back. Boom. Pulling it straight back. See this? All this activation, boom, straight down. We're gonna work the upper back. See that? That's pretty much exactly what you want to see. That was good. A bit light. It was good. Good weight to get the full.
Yeah, I'm just scared like if I go heavier.
You might not get full form there.
But I'll try.
Gotta try it first weekend, gotta try these things. Most times when we have clients start out with us, it's always like, yeah, you can train harder. And sometimes it's just good just to go to failure in the first week, just to kind of see what you can do. Once we give you the green light of like your form is good, your mind-muscle connection is good, the tension in the muscles are good, you're targeting the right muscles, then go heavier. But usually it's more about just in form first, whereas Nicole is obviously way more experienced, so it's only slight tweaks and then she can pretty much go heavy.
And if I ever up the weight and I feel like my mind-muscle connection activation is like suffering, I'll definitely reduce it. I'll always pick activation and feeling it over the weight. Doesn't matter like if, but I did this weight like last week or the week before. If today this weight makes me swing it, then I'm not gonna use that weight because it's just like, what's the point? You'd be wasting your reps. It's pulling my body.
Go, come on. Forward, good. The core tight. Core tight, good. Go. 7, 8.
I did 8.
Huh?
I did 8.
You did 8. She did in between. I think that was good weight. Now we'll drop it down.
Yeah, we'll drop it down. So how much do you drop it down by?
Probably like 2 plates and 12 to 15.
All right. 10 to 15? He means 15.
No, 15 to 20.
15 to 20? All right, 20.
That's how we work. Keep that core tight. Boom. She's not. Stretch. Good. So like, I want you to see this. Like she's protracting upwards, but very slightly. You see that? That's all you need to protract and then retract. Like other times people think you have to lift all the way up there, and I'm like, you don't need to go that far. Just get full protraction with the right muscles, keep them on the whole entire time, and you benefit a lot out of it. What's that?
12.
1, 2 more. 1 more. Good. She felt 20.
Sorry,
what did
15,
you get?
15 is enough.
15 is enough. Yeah, yeah. I could tell. I was like, yeah.
So all the big bodybuilders don't do 20 reps.
20 reps.
Just kidding, sometimes they do.
Sometimes they do. Okay. Good. 3, 4, 7, 8, 9, 2, 4, 5. We're gonna do some force reps. Let's go.
No, I got it.
7.
I can get
Let's
20.
go. 8, 9, 10. Good job.
Ooh. Extra rest. You can do like a little bit more.
Did well. It's good.
You can show me how to do it.
What do you normally do?
I've never done double arm. I normally do one arm.
So this is a good alternation for the barbell because it helps you put your hands in a better position. So this movement, lean over the hips, give me your core nice and tight, driving it backwards. So you want to really aim for that retraction phase as you pull it back.
Are we going for heavy sets for these?
Yeah, heavies in this one as well.
Don't know if my body can handle it.
Lean up, yeah, good, perfect.
It's
Bit
so
light?
good, but light, yeah. But I don't know how much I can
Do you have
hold
straps?
with dumbbells. I have straps. I'll grab my straps.
grab the
but,
straps, yeah.
but even then, just like the dumbbell pulling on my arm.
Grips.
I got these for free.
Oh, they're like hook grips.
Yeah, that's
Oh, wow.
They're really good. They're so good.
Oh my goodness.
Singapore really hooked me up at the pro show. Oh my god.
12 to 15, yeah?
This is not a heavy set.
Yeah, this is the heavier. 10 to 12, 10 to 12,
I'm
10
pretty
to 12,
sure.
10 to 12,
Okay.
and then 15 to 20. Look at them veins. Good, look at that. See how torso's staying pretty stable, like she's not lifting up too much in this motion, which is really good. Let's go. Oh, there's the heavy compound, come on. Good. That was very good. How'd that feel?
Yeah.
It's a compound. This is the compound, so it should be hard.
Because like my torso has to like hold me in that. But like I think if I was like supported or single arm, I could definitely go heavier.
You
But
go
this is
heavier.
like heavy enough
No,
considering
it's
like
perfect,
it's
yeah.
like.
What we see a lot of times is when people like do this movement and they will like start too high, or they'll lean over the weight like this, and they're not sitting into it and leaning over. See, when Nicole rock, her rock is actually not a bad lift up. People lift up too much. Sometimes they're like lifting up like here.
I like to say you want to like gently rock with the movement, but you don't want to jerk. The problem with like a lot of back
Let's
movements
throw
is
it up.
people
They'll be like,
jerk it, and jerking is different from like kind of rocking with the motion. Because like with a lot of back exercises, kind of have to move your body and kind of like rock with it, whether it be like a straight arm, like a row. Like you want to push your body forward. So you want to have a little bit of movement, but you don't want to like jerk it.
Especially in compounds, I think rocking is fine.
Yeah, you're gonna
To
like,
some extent, it's fine. When you're lifting heavy.
or should I drop it down to 10?
10, yeah, I reckon 10. Or 12, 15 to 20. Good. 4, 5. In this movement, it's very important as well. Like we do see people always look up in the mirror like this. When you do that, you open your chest outwards and you tend to lift up too high. So it's always very important that you keep your head in a neutral position and you drive it backwards. You don't want to be like looking up like this and then lift up like that. Because that's what we always see pretty common, is start using your lower back muscles, which is what you don't want.
All right, we're done with these.
Don't want pull-ups. We're doing just the supported one.
Oh, I was gonna say I can't pull myself up.
She can't pull herself up. There's something like, you know, when people are using the V-bar to do like pull downs like this, or the V-bar when they pull down like this, the problem is when you have a V-bar that's too close to you, you actually abduct your arms out this way, right? Because you can't go past your body. Like like you can't go like that. So when you have a small V-bar, it targets more of your rear delt in that motion. Hence why you always want to use something where you can go shoulder width apart to get that straight line movement. Because if you have something like a V-bar, you're flaring your elbows out. Flaring of your elbows hits more of your rear delts. That's why Nicole has crazy good rear delts.
It's not because of that.
Yeah. Nah, she does good activation as well. Very good activation. But like, that's why I always recommend choosing something that's at least that shoulder width part, so you can drive your elbows perfectly in line with your lat muscles. So we're gonna do a 3-second eccentric. So you're gonna like power down, keep your core tight. Yeah, good. And then you're gonna let go 3 seconds. 3, 2, 1, down. 3, 2, 1, down. 2, 1. That's good.
Is it just AMRAP?
Yep. Go a bit more of the stretch at the top, just a little bit more. There we go, right there, perfect. Good, 8. Remember to also pull through your pinkies as you do this motion. Let's go. 5 more in you. More. 3 more you got in you. 1. That's it. Good. Good. Half.
Yeah. Oh, like towards the end when I'm like starting to feel my other muscles kick in.
So it's all just
It's not muscular failure, but it is form failure.
Yes.
So, what do you have to say about that to the people? So, you know, when they say push to failure, should you stop at like form failure or like muscular failure? Or like,
I think form failure, once your form starts to go, you stop feeling it in the muscle that you're trying to work, yeah, that's your limit.
yeah.
It's your capability of what you can do. Like, obviously, you know, when you get more advanced, you get towards the end of like a program, when you are pushing to that, you have to use that momentum just to kind of get that extra few more reps. I think it's fine then, but you don't want to cheat up to a certain point that every rep from rep 1 is like a cheat.
Yeah.
If your rep 1 looks like shit or it's a cheat, then it's not a 1 rep. Restart it, drop that weight down. Because if people can improve this, they improve muscle activation, they improve the tension, they improve muscle development because you actually try and target the right muscles. And most times when people have a lagging body part, it's because they're using the wrong muscles to actually initiate the movement. It just takes time to grow. But in this case, yeah, I think yours is the perfect because first weekend.
Yeah, first weekend.
We don't want to go.
We don't want to go.
Weekend, yeah.
We don't want to go too crazy.
Okay.
But that was form failure.
And then chest supported T-bar rows. Let's go.
Okay.
This is probably one of the best exercises for your back muscle. A few things you have to look out for. The idea is that we need a protract, yeah? When doing this motion, you want to make sure you protract. So this full extension there, and then you retract as you pull it back. You see how I'm lifting my chest up only just a little bit as I pull it back. You don't want to lift up too much like this. See, doing this motion here will hit more of your lower back, which is what you don't want. Driving your elbows back and towards your side. Lift your chest up a little bit. There we go. Pull back, retract, think retraction. 6, 7, 8. One more. 9, good. That was probably like a 8 out of 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was like the perfect intensity.
Yeah.
Pretty good form. I want to know what everyone else thinks that is, eh?
Comment below.
What do you think that was? Okay, for the chest supported T-bar row, what do you guys reckon it was? I think that was an 8 out of 10. And Nicole agrees.
Which you would recommend people training at about an 8 out of 10.
Yeah. With good activation, you know, the whole idea of that. We say it a lot because I find that like a lot of people don't get it right. Like they just don't initiate with the right muscle group.
That was too light for 15.
Yeah, that was too light, yeah. I realized it, I was like, yeah, you go to 20.
Yeah, 20. I wouldn't have stopped at 15 anyway.
Yeah, I know you are not. Yeah. She always chooses top end. 20, 15 and 20, just do 20.
Unless I really can't.
Yeah.
I wouldn't push it. I would pick forearm still.
You have to go in with every intention to hit like all reps, all sets, the highest everything.
So when I had like a rep goal, I used to count up to 10 and then count down. For example, like I go 10 and then I'd be like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. But what I changed this time is I'm like, if I count down, that means I would definitely stop at 0. Then so I started counting 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and so if 15 still felt good, then I'd also keep going, even if it's 16, 17, 18. It gets you to push that few extra more, so you don't actually like limit yourself. If you had like a kind of like a range you were kind of aiming for, sort of. So I stopped counting down. I used to always count down.
I think as you get better, like with your training, you definitely find that you know exactly where your limits are. Like we've been training for a very long time. Like if I go into the gym, you give me a new program, I know how to find the right weight dial, hit that 8 out of 10 RPE. It just comes with just repetition. Exactly what we do. We're doing reps. The more reps you do, the more you understand your body. But I think people need to actually learn each day they go into the gym. Like actually going with the attention instead of just moving the weight, actually think about how it feels. How could you have done it better? And I think that helps you become better as an athlete, as well as, you know, if you're trying to build muscle, it'll help you build even more muscle. Because like how much do we learn now, even though we've done like, you know, if I look back at what I did 8 years or 9 years ago, I'll probably be like, oh my God, I can't believe I used to do that.
Yeah.
Now look at my style of training, it's like completely different. And I'm still learning even now. What is that?
Yeah, it's funny.
Oh, yeah.
It's funny.
PTs can't count for shit.
Yeah, no. When I PT, I can't count anything. My lines get so bad. Oh,
Feels heavier, hey?
because it's 2 plates. I can't do 2 plates.
Oh, yeah.
One, just one. But then one I can easily do 15 though.
Stand more in the middle. The left a little bit more. Left a little bit more, yeah.
I can't do this for my heavy set though, slight.
Yeah, I think we have to change it up for this one.
Okay, so to what?
Just do 12 reps as normal.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is very rear delt focus, as you can see. Very short movement, boom. If you get this retraction, that what you always keep talking about today, you're gonna hit a lot more the traps, your teres major, and your rhomboids. By this motion, it's a very short motion, just hit the rear delt.
Rear delt.
Fuck, they're pumped. Look at those rear delts. And she's
Yeah,
worried about
they're
losing
like-
size in her shoulders.
No, just the rear delt, because I have two, you maybe hit rear delts twice a week. Done. 62 minutes exactly. Are we really gay? Oh no.